Today is the 26th Sunday of the year. Our Gospel text is taken from chapter 9 of Mark's Gospel. Before we approach the text, remember a major theme in Mark's Gospel. It is the lack of understanding of the disciples. They just don't get it. There is something missing. It's worth our while asking of the disciples and of ourselves, what's missing? What is it that gets in the way of us hearing the fullness of the good news and being transformed by the good news? Hearing and seeing and embracing and being embraced by the kingdom of God. Today's gospel begins with John saying, "We saw someone who was casting out demons in your name. We forbade him because he wasn't one of us." It's pathetic, really, and perhaps not quite as pathetic as what has gone on immediately prior to it. Namely, the disciples are arguing amongst themselves as to who is the greatest. Don't they hear the words, "The Son of Man is going up to Jerusalem, will suffer and die"? This is how the kingdom is to come into being. This is not an earthly kingdom. This is not the way the military Messiah or the political Messiah or the social or the cultural Messiah is going to operate. But they don't hear it. They don't get it. You'd have to wonder about what motivates them too, not only what's missing, but what's present. I suspect a little bit of jealousy, plus the desire to control, to be in charge of this movement, to be on the winning side, as it were. What is it that Jesus came to bring? Why is he with us? In the first chapter of Mark's Gospel, Jesus begins his ministry when he proclaims the good news of the kingdom of God. What is on offer in the incarnation is a new way of being, a way of being in which God reigns, in which God's intentions are fulfilled. Why is it that that's not completely enchanting? Why doesn't it overwhelm us? Why doesn't it take hold of us and transform us? It's the question that the disciples could have asked. It took them a long time to get it. It'll take us a lifetime to get it. I suggest that one of the things that is missing is because we want to be in control. I think that's an innate human desire. We are desperately anxious when things get out of control. At least we need someone who's favourable to us or whom we trust. We need to know that they're in control if we're not. There's a huge paradox here. We gain control by letting go. We gain control by becoming part of God, by becoming part of the kingdom. If the desire to control takes over us rather than the kingdom of God, one of the outcomes will be what we see manifest in John's comment. We saw this man, he wasn't one of us, so we stopped him. We build barriers, blockages between us and others rather than connections. We build walls, as Pope Francis points out, not bridges. If we are to move in the direction of bridges, open doors, welcoming, a sense of fraternity that will be of the essence in the kingdom, we have to learn to deal with that innate desire to be in control. Paradox is that we gain control by letting go. And we are enabled to let go because in God we know our lives and the destiny of the human race is in good hands. Blessed are those who can let go.